Makes me wonder. Uh-huh.
So, Monsieur Pepe, have you found out anything about my poor late friend?
You already got plenty of charm. Why bury it under that, accent?
Oh, damn, I forgot. All right, Mr. Pepper. Tell me, did you find anything at Tinsel's? Do you know who killed Betty?
Not yet, but it seems she was quite the socialite. She was getting rather close with that, what's-his-face? You know, the one running for mayor.
Oh, Sawyer? Milford Sawyer?
Bingo. She most likely got to Sawyer through that dandy spokesman for their party. Name's Curd, I believe.
Oh, Miles Curd. Yes, of course. Oh, the parties we threw. Ooh, such lavish affairs. So, Mr. Pepper, how do you plan to get close to Sawyer? He's probably less approachable by men, shall we say? Particularly men in trench coats who ask a lot of questions?
That may be. I need to think this through.
Well, if I may, if Sawyer's unreachable, why not Miles Curd? He's a beast of a different sort altogether.
Not really, he's a mouse too. But I get your point.
Good. Mr. Pepper, I believe your best bet is to go and catch Miles. From what I gather, he's either throwing another party or cleaning up the mess at the Opera House. What's left of it, anyway.
Oh, someone made a mess at the opera. That's, truly barbarous. Well, I'll be on my way. Now that I think about it, Sawyer's note to Betty was real specific. Stupidly specific. Time to run it up the flagpole and see who salutes. About that screenwriter.
Yes?
No sign of her, regrettably. Just a cheese-smeared letter and this odd little trinket.
I hope you didn't go to absurd lengths to get it.
No, it was a short stroll.
Huh. Well, thank you. It might not seem like much, but it means a lot to me.
Looks like a woman's locket.
I gave this to her. A little gift back in happier days. She was one of my few friends. Maybe she left the industry. Maybe she left me this to find. A quiet goodbye. Something to remember her by.
Funny. Never figured you for the sentimental type.
Because I'm not. And you didn't do this favor for me.
What favor?
Precisely. Anything else?
Got a moment, Jack?
For you, always. Well, almost.
Good. Oh, good. I've got a little job for you then. I want to update our menu. And a real standout dish. Introducing the Azure Burger. Or, as top burger makers would say, the Azzurro Burgero.
What the hell are you talking about?
Look, they're standard grilling procedures, huh? You fry a burger patty for 5, 6, or 7 minutes, right? So you get, and I'm gonna simplify this for you, Jack, rare, medium, or nearly done. And then there's the well done, which usually ends up as carbonized waste in the bin out back. But, and this is key, there's this special technique from the old world, likely, passed down by the street boys here, to make a burger so well done that it is truly beyond description. Pure insanity for the taste buds. Less a dish and more a culinary revolution, Jack. Gonna draw huge crowds to the little and big. But there's a catch. You need some serious heat and a ton of ash. So, if you can find the right hot spot, I'll give you a patty and we'll see if this actually works.
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Nothing says smart plan like running around with a slab of raw meat.
Yeah, much obliged, Jack.
Tell me, Corny, why do we always meet in these seedy places?
Screw you, Pepper. This is a well-respected establishment.
Yeah, real high class. So?
Well, my dear boy, you've got to understand, I'm a public figure. Always in the spotlight, right?
That you are.
So, friends are friends, but business is business.
So what you're really saying is you're ashamed of being friends with a bottom-shelf private dick.
Well, I wouldn't put it quite like that.
But you just did.
Oh, come on. You know how these things work. What keeps the wheels turning.
Sure, money. But it should be backbone. That place was cleaning up nice. Clear as day, Curd hadn't lifted a finger. And clear eyes should keep my mouth shut before someone guessed who lit the match.
No press today. I'm busy.
Miles Curd, Big Mouse Party spokesperson. A pleasure.
That's Mr. Curd. Let's act like we weren't raised by shrews. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm in the middle of...
Oh, watching other people do the actual work? Yeah, I can tell. Mr. Curd, I'm investigating the unfortunate demise of one Betty Lynch. I have reason to believe your boss, mayoral candidate Milford Sawyer, knew her. Might even be useful in figuring out how she ended up dead.
And who the hell are you? I don't remember seeing you around the MPD headquarters. And I know all our good investigators.
Our.
What was that?
Just a cough. Name's Jack Pepper, PI for hire. Not here on official business, just doing a favor for someone looking for closure. Thing is, this whole case has a, how do I put it? A spoiled way kind of stink. You might want to help me out before that smell starts sticking to you, too.
Pepper. All right, fine. We're too close to the election for some half-baked accusations to start fouling up the campaign. Shoot your shot.
Already did. So was Sawyer close to Betty in any way?
No chance. Maybe they clinked glasses at some movie fundraisers, but that's it. I'm the one riding shotgun in Sawyer's inner circle. If there was more, I'd know.
Could he have kept it quiet? You know, to avoid the kind of scandal that might make a mouthpiece cry at night.
Watch your tongue, Pepper. When you're a public figure like Milford, small-time celebs show up whether you want them or not, hoping to ride your coattails. Doesn't mean there's more to it than that.
Oh, see, that's funny because I got pictures. Betty rubbing elbows with BMP officials. Real cozy, real not accidental.
Yeah, because she was always circling our parties like some fame-hungry hawk. Same as every starlet and wannabe socialite looking for a headline. But trust me, no one in the party worth their salt would mix business with that.
Sounds like you had a personal gripe with Betty, Mr. Curd. Is there something I should...
Listen, Pepper Shaker, I don't like where this is going, so I'm giving you one last polite suggestion. Piss off. Grilling's over.
But it's still kind of smoky in here.
Get the hell out of my yard.
Well, that went about as smooth as a brick through a windshield. Lucky I still had my teeth. And plenty left to chew on. Feels like a dead end leading to a burning dumpster. Maybe Vivian can make sense of the mess.
So, any progress on the case, Monsieur Pepe?
Yeah, and it reeks worse than the brie I left sitting in the fridge.
I don't see a fridge.
Exactly. But I did cross paths with Mr. Curd.
And?
And he clammed up quicker than a marina shellfish in a cheese storm. Still, I found out that while Betty got close to Sawyer, she, well, how do I put it? She befriended Curd as well, but...
Yes. Quick, out with it.
See, here's where it gets kooky, like real kooky. Curd spoke of her like she was nothing more than a bottom-of-the-barrel wench, and then out of the blue cheese he threatens to slap me with a lawsuit like I'm some snooty millionaire.
That is vital information indeed.
Could be. At least I know where to go to next. You see, Curd's got dirt close to home. Literally. So that's where I'm heading.
So, you're leaving town, Mr. Pepper?
Just for a little while.
Good. Go do your thing. I'll poke around here and there. I have a few friends in, let's say, mid to high places. You take care, Mr. Pepper.
Oh, I will. So what exactly did you do at Tensel's to get your glamorous behind kicked to the curb?
Kicked? Please. I left on my own terms. Nose high, tail swaying, not a single boot print on my rear.
Well, either way, there must have been a reason.
Oh, I don't know. Ridiculous overtime? Zero artistic integrity? The occasional wandering hand? Oh, a paycheck so thin I could roll a cheese stick with it? Pick your poison.
Surely those ain't the only reasons, right? Sounds like you got a soft spot for the place.
You are persistent, aren't you, Mr. Pepper? Fine. Tinsel's wasn't just a job. It was an experience, a lifestyle. You didn't just make movies. You took life by the handful, gave it a good shake, and spilled every last drop onto the screen. It was about skirting the edge of what's safe, what's appropriate, about grabbing what you wanted and never blinking. And me, I never blinked.
So, you partied too hard and got yourself in trouble.
I partied just enough. Though, in hindsight, my just enough might have been a little much for the wussies. But without those parties, I'd never have met half the dazzling souls I did. I'd never have met Betty.
Who might still be breathing if not for all that skirting the edge.
You implying something, Mr. Pepper?
Me? Imply? Never. I just connect the dots.
Well then, connect 'em elsewhere. You're sniffing around the wrong mouse hole.
Dock's set now, just need a mooring point. I hate to ask, but Tam knows these waters better than I do. Finally, a countryside case. Interesting.
Hey, Jack. How's the case shaping up? You know, the shrews and all that.
Hey, kiddo, I'm heading down the Walla Bay to find out.
The bay, huh? What's dragging you down this salty armpit now?
Well, I just follow the crumbs, you know? They're pointing me straight to the water. Supposedly that's where the shrews are being moved. I just have to pin down the exact spot.
Well, hey, I might be able to help you out with that.
Ah, figured you might. So, who's my guy?
Name's Cameron Bozo. Rakes like a jug away, yes, but might have heard something useful. You'll find him skulking around the pub, likely.
Cam Bozo? Classy.
Oh, and be sure to have a bunch of cheddar handy.
Cheddar? What's wrong with Gouda?
No Gouda if you broke, Jack.
Jack, good to see you, buddy.
What is it you want now, John?
Oh, you wound me. But since you're asking, I'm in the market for a fish.
So, grab a rod and catch one.
Oh, but not just any fish. A special fish. For a special fish dish.
Wait, you're not asking for fish sticks, are you?
Really, Jack? That's a low blow. No fish sticks, no. I need, I think it's called Marinated herring. Canned, not fresh. Some old world delicacy. Not exactly easy on the senses, I hear.
Oh.
Yes, I've only heard stories, Jack, but
Yes?
be careful with this one, all right? Just stay sharp.
Well, if you're going to the docks, Jack, I left something over there.
What kind of something? And what the hell were you doing at the bay?
Oh, well, I didn't go there, per se. The customs authority withheld some merchandise I imported. Some of the finest cheese sticks in the world. From a lovely faraway island where beefy artisanal rats roll them with their tails. Truly a luxury, I tell you.
So why not go get him yourself?
That's the problem. The shipment got stuck in the usual the bureaucratic mess, you know. It changed hands here and there, and got lost, so to speak, somewhere around the docks.
And you want me to track him down for you?
Oh, I'd really appreciate it. Those silly customs officers couldn't find their own behinds if their lives depended on it.
All right, sure. Consider it done, buddy. Crooked trees, crooked roads, and crooked stairs. Welcome to Curdsville. All sleepy and hollow, just the way I pictured it.
Turn around and leave, Shell. This ain't no place for a city mouse. Bad spirits, yeah, here? Old sins, unknown forces.
I'm looking for the family home of Miles Curd. That the big one overlooking the village?
And why's that, huh? You don't look like one of them cheese-snorting shysters. What you want with the likes of Curds?
I'm on a case, helplessly trying to straighten out the world's twisted string cheese.
Oh, mon pauvre bête. Then you best hold on to this little thing.
And don't sell yourself short, lady. You got some muscle for a...
Ain't what I meant, she said. Take this Gree. Keeps misère at bay, Shell. Might save that heart of yours.
Thanks.
On va se revoir plus tard, Shell. One way or another.
Look at that. A trick and a treat. Remember to use both barrels. What in the Hornbacher? I'm sure there's a nice, rational explanation for this. Somewhere.